Guys, makeup can't be a red flag. Come on now. What?
Let me explain.
Guys.
Let me explain.
Makeup.
Say that in the thing.
Too much makeup.
Say that in the. Whilst
You know, I told you already what I'm going to be saying.
Yes.
Guys, let's start because
Press social.
From the episode.
Nah, it can't be. Come on now. Yes, so those long Cardi B nails, yes, I agree.
Shabar,
But-
manokupa hug me pa kesi usara pana bana.
Okay, it's like a red flag, bro.
Huh?
It's like a red flag, bro.
Why do you need all that?
When you go and get your hair cut,
Hey, guys.
Can you-
Okay.
Okay.
That's me, right?
it's the same concept.
Long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. The motherland, the African man. Long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. Strongholds to break, got long walks to take. Got no votes to make, we don't bet, we pray. Hey, African man, yeah. African man, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've already started getting heated before we are inside the episode because Slim is trying to defend some preposterous behaviors.
On this one, I'm with the women, bro.
Yeah, with the women.
Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on the African Male Iris podcast, and this is episode
Officially.
three. This is three.
Three official.
This is
Officially
this is the third. This is our third official episode, and this
Like, share, subscribe,
is-
everything.
red flags. Please,
Finally,
like,
Prayer gets his,
subscribe, share
topic.
because I've been dying to get into this one, and and yeah, we're not going to waste time. We're going to go straight into it. So, this is my Prayer Soul official definition of a red flag. It is not a
This is
sign
gonna be
to a
interesting.
carnival. It is a sign of some particular problem requiring immediate attention or a warning of trouble ahead. This happens to men, this happens to women. Women have what they call red flags in men.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get into that separately. And then we're also going to focus on the red flags that we men think are red flags. And Slim doesn't think women have red flags at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, ne?
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe
ne?
let's. We
Someone
will
has
speak
to play
on
the
Slim's
devil's
behalf.
advocate, bro.
Eh?
So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the red flags for us
Yeah.
from the male
So,
from the male
from
perspective.
Before you dive into that, bro,
Right.
I've got a question.
Okay.
As an individual, right?
Right.
Are you saying red flags are only found in romantic relationships?
No. They are found in all relationships because it's a personality. Whatever a red flag is, it's always like a deeper root issue in the
Yes.
personality. So it doesn't even have to be between men and women. It doesn't even have to be in a romantic relationship. It can actually be in a business relationship. It can be in family. It can be in friendships. It can be in any sort of relationship.
Set up. Yeah.
But what we're focusing on mainly today is between men and women.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I get into it, Slim?
Go.
Thank you.
Women have got your back
Right,
on
so-
this one.
Firstly, we'd like to thank you guys for giving us a lot of feedback from our line, and so you're gonna find that on the screen now. And what I've done here is I've compiled like a lot of input so that we actually deal with the input that we got from all of the people that are watching. So thank you so much, guys, for the love, the support, and all of the feedback. Some of it made sense, some of it didn't make sense to me, but you know, it made sense to some of my brothers here.
Based on that, though,
Because I was
would
just
you
like,
say?
no, we won't do that.
Based on that, I've got another question, bro.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
Slim is trying to slow me down.
No, hold on, man. I think it's quite important that
Yeah, sure.
that we discuss this point. Would you say red flags are subjective to an individual?
Yeah,
because you know you
yes,
I don't think we can say they're universal red flags.
No.
But I think they're subjective to
To
an
an
individual.
individual.
That's
and
why
to a
that's why we're
relationship.
generalizing them today.
Yes,
because
because-
it's from a general.
because they
yeah.
also come from personal preferences. Like
Yeah.
you'll find as we go with the content that people sent in, it was a lot of I don't like this.
This,
Yeah.
oh
You know,
yes,
like
oh yes.
True.
it might not be a bad thing, but that's why we want to discuss it so we just get different perspectives of what
Got you.
people think.
Yeah.
Got you, bro.
Especially from a male perspective.
Got you.
So that's definitely correct.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's definitely
100%,
correct.
100%.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with we're starting with the guys, right? So I'm gonna go through several, and I think what we'll do is I'll read through from the first list.
Okay.
Because I have 3 here, so I'm gonna read from the first list, and then we discuss that. We're gonna go to the second guy, and then we're gonna go to the third guy.
Okay.
Then we can then switch to the next to the red flags for women.
For women.
Right.
All
So, Ronald is based in Johannesburg, South Africa, and he sent us 4 of his red flags that he says these are red flags for whenever a chick is like this. For me, that's already a sign
no.
that, it's a no-go.
I'm not going to
It's a
bother.
no-go. So his first one is a woman who always changes her plans last minute.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
A woman who always changes her plans last minute, like we've got a plan, we're going somewhere, and then, my uncle, now we have to, or my mom. is sick, or-
Oh, so basically it's you've made plans, but then
Yes.
she doesn't come through.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's always very ad hoc. It's very
ad hoc.
Yeah.
It's very last minute.
It's very last minute.
It's very I've found another plan.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
It's giving red flags.
Another plan with
Yes.
someone
I
else.
hear you.
So that's his first one. The second one is she doesn't pick up your calls regularly,
Okay.
Ah. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Especially unscheduled, right?
She might be bathing or something.
Yeah, like
Each
you know,
time.
like
It
It
Like,
so
call
happens.
me,
It
like
so
call me,
happens
like
that
call me
you
during
call her when
lunch.
she's taking a
Yeah.
shower,
Or sorry, I was sleeping.
or she's sleeping.
You were not sleeping, bro. Or maybe you were sleeping with someone.
Yeah, you can understand from a male perspective
I
why
think
you would.
Ronald
why
just
you
has
would-
poor timing, bro.
So we need a follow-on question for Ronaldo. What
Right.
times are you actually
No,
calling?
no, guys. This makes a lot of sense. I'm just like, bro. Like, and then the third one is she is not comfortable with you visiting her place.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's
No,
that's
we're gonna
relative.
get into it. We're
Okay.
gonna get into
All
it.
right.
We're gonna
All
get
right.
into
Fair
it.
enough.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it
Fair
because
enough.
it can be dicey,
Yeah.
but it can also be dicey. You cannot see her out of her schedule,
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Okay.
right?
That's
Yeah.
she doesn't
So-
compromise on her.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's start with she's not comfortable with you visiting her place, and you cannot see her out of her schedule.
I think
that's-
yeah.
Out of her
We'll just sort of do a random vote.
Okay.
Do you agree that this is a red flag for you?
For me, out of not being able to see her out of her schedule, it is kind of shouting narcissism.
Okay.
So I would say,
Like you think it's more of a controlling thing than being shady.
yeah, it's more of a we'll do things
At my time.
at my time and at my pace.
So she could be coming.
which could-
that could be like she's a selfish person.
Yeah, pretty much. So when you get into the relationship, everything is going to be based on her terms.
Yeah.
So already, that's a big red
It
flag.
is.
And I think it's important to let women know that some of you are just outright selfish people. And you need to be able to hear it from somebody that you could actually be selfish. You could be selfish because you just want to do things your
your
way.
time.
There's no flexibility. You have rules like no, because you see the thing is
prayer. You do realize that the current crop of women that we're dealing with right
current crop.
now. Yeah.
Is anyone trying to harvest that crop? Who's really harvesting
Just
that
saying,
crop?
hear me out. Hear
Nah,
me
I
out.
hear you,
though.
bro.
Hear me out.
I
The
hear
current
you,
crop of
but-
women that we're dealing with, right?
Slim.
They are every day. All they hear about is A man must. A man must. I want to be treated. I want to be treated this way. I want to be treated that way.
Yeah, but no one's saying a woman
So-
must.
Exactly.
Yeah, why
exactly.
why is that not trending? 'Cause
Exactly.
some women are selfish, bro. Like
That's where
No
I'm
one
just saying
calls-
naturally that's where it comes from. You know, it's just in
bro. Are you saying
all I'm saying is
Slim, are you saying there are
no, hear me out.
selfish women in this world?
No.
Are you agreeing
I'm
that there's
agreeing.
selfish
I'm agreeing
women?
with you.
Say it.
And I'm trying to look
Say
for.
there's selfish women in this world.
You know what? What I'll say is this:
Yeah.
a lot of women nowadays
Yeah.
have been pushed into the trap of a bona fide, blown up version of a man must take care of a woman. So that inherently makes them very selfish. So that's why I was saying the current crop of women that we're dealing with
But
nowadays
a man, yes,
is
and you see,
every waking second, or every moment that they're alive, society nowadays is telling them a man must do this for you.
but
Social media is telling them
And
every
that is a
second,
problem.
a man must do this for you. So naturally, as a woman, if you're consuming all of that on a daily basis, it's going to make you, or it's going to turn you into someone that Prayer or Tino would say is selfish. That's all I'm saying. I did not say women are not selfish. Hear me out.
afraid of women on social media. You think they're gonna come after
I'm
you?
just playing the devil's advocate.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but
That's
what
a
I'm
middleman.
But what
Yeah.
what should be said is the fact that it's factual, bro. Like you
No, it
can't
is.
have-
Of course.
we can't, because do you know what I think? the problem-
Women are selfish, dude.
Yeah, that's some
Fi-
women.
fi-
I
fi-
said
finally
some women.
came
but
out.
you
We're
said
generalizing.
women are selfish.
No, they are. I'm taking it further than you took it, bro.
going back to Ronald's point,
Yeah.
right? The first point you mentioned was the one of her not allowing you to visit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Not
what
allowing you to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it depends how early it is in the relationship.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I thought you were gonna say
how
the
early it is in
day.
Like, yo, I
was
always
about to
come and
put a
check her
10
out
in
at
there.
6 and she's not there.
You know, if okay, I would have said a red flag immediately if he says even like in the public places.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay.
if their meetings are usually like maybe in the car or just hidden places, yes, that's
Oh, okay.
immediate. But if a woman is not allowing you to come to a place, I think that's normal. It's okay for the initial part of your
You mean
relationship.
she's
What's
created
the
certain
initial part for you?
boundaries.
Like how many weeks or
when
how
you're
many
getting
months?
to know each other. I don't know if there's a timestamp per se, but we can say the initial 3 months or so, 3-4 months. You're still getting to know each other. I think you need to go on a lot of dates, go out, public places, get to know each other. You know, ask the questions and.
But
that
what are the
way-
intentions of visiting a place, though? That's what I want to know.
Getting to know each other better.
I know ways.
Yeah, but I think that one. I stand with women there. That initially, you.
I mean,
can't-
obviously,
yeah, yeah,
because if you, as a guy, when you meet a new woman, right,
yeah,
you want to gather as much information around her as a person as you can, and seeing where she stays and how she lives will give you a good perspective of the kind of person that you're dealing with. So obviously, as a guy, naturally, you want to see where she stays as soon as you can.
but she has to be comfortable.
soon
enough
as you
with
can.
it.
Course,
Yeah.
yes, as soon as you can.
Why?
I just said though.
Why? No,
But I just
Because
said
you wanna know how she.
you want to
lives.
see how she lives.
Okay.
Yes, so that gives you a perspective
Oh,
of the
so
person that
because
you're
it's part
dealing
of
with.
knowing the kind of person
Getting
she
to know the
really is,
person,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Or from
That
a guy
makes a lot of sense
from
to me.
guys, like how long are you willing to give a woman until she can actually say, okay, you can come visit.
These days,
What's okay? Yeah, these days.
guys, these days.
Yeah, because since we've been married, I've been married for 9 years. So tell us what happens these days.
Don't ask me, bro.
Generally.
Don't ask me, because I'll
No, but what? But
I'll
what
tell
seems-
you something ridiculous like 24 hours or something.
Yo, okay.
Wow, okay.
But what makes sense to me is the fact that things like going to her place or her coming to your place is part of getting to know each other
And becoming
and-
comfortable around
yeah,
each
and
other.
becoming comfortable around each other. And I'm sure that it doesn't always have to like be immediate, but you're obviously gonna meet a girl, then you're gonna meet her friends, and then you start hanging out at each other's places or whatever. The reason why I just wanted to like back up and go back to the whole selfish thing is because I feel like social media and modern society has just gone softer. We've just gone softer than, like, we can't call something what it is.
What it is, yeah.
The way it is without thinking, let me be politically correct.
Cancel
Some-
culture.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Because some women are selfish and their friends can attest and say, yeah, she's actually very selfish. So it's something that we need to call out and be able to say that you need to check yourself as a woman, because you could be selfish and you just don't know it. You just think that you are within your rights. I have a right to feel.
I
have a
deserve.
Yeah, I have a right to feel this way. I deserve to. I want people to respect my space. I want, you need to be called out. If you're selfish, you're selfish,
Yeah.
and if you're acting shady,
You're acting shady.
Okay, maybe they want to know how many. We can go through some of the other men's red flags,
Right.
just to give some more context, I think, as well.
Yes. Okay. So let me go through. Okay. Let me see. Right. Okay.
Are you just gonna skim through them and then we maybe have a
Yes,
discussion?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Alright.
so we've got quite a list here because men are going through a lot of things.
The
We're going through a lot of
advocate.
things, and on this podcast, we're trying to get men's feelings out to the
Yeah,
world.
no, that's the
So,
point. Right?
hang on. Too much makeup, always wearing weaves, always wearing lashes, and nails.
So what does that?
Makeup?
Yeah, it is, but they want to be specific because then
Yeah.
some don't like the. Yeah, some
When-
don't
yeah,
don't
'cause
like the.
When you say makeup, some just think it's the facial.
yes.
For me
And-
though, personally, on this one, I'm okay with the makeup, the weaves, and the lashes. But it's just those Cardi B nails that.
the long ones.
The long.
Yeah.
Yes, the
If
long ones.
you've got those long
But
nails, then
what-
how
what-
how do
what-
you take care of yourself?
What does that say to you? Like when you see a chick with nails like that.
She's not doing anything with her life. I promise you. All she's doing is sitting and trying to look pretty.
Trying to look pretty
Yeah.
and,
Do you
and
get where I'm
get as
coming
much
from?
I
as you
get
can
it.
from
Yeah,
it.
it means-
And do you know what? A friend of mine actually said something interesting. We were having this same
How you
discussion.
even type
Yeah.
on a keyboard.
No,
with
I know how they
those
type.
things.
They do this.
Oh, okay. The
Yes.
outer.
Yeah.
That's on the phone. I'm talking about on a keyboard, bro.
Yeah. I don't think they use keyboards.
You see where I'm coming from?
But okay, that's a really big one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
A woman who cannot cook or clean, like
Yeah.
a woman who's just not clean.
Now, for me, that's a no-no. Straight off the bar.
Hey, Tito.
I know.
Why?
Eh?
Why?
I mean, that's being feminine.
Do you
That's
remem-
that's part
do you
of
remember
femininity.
What, do you remember what
Right.
Tino said when we had the first discussion around red flags?
Yes, in an intro episode.
A woman is a what? What did you say?
Is a helper.
and if she can't cook and clean,
Then
he doesn't help.
Yeah.
She's not helping
No,
in anything.
you know what,
Exactly.
guys? Honestly, if you're a man and you're coming home from a stressful day, and if a woman cannot actually cook you up a dish,
Bro,
and you're
bro,
coming
bro.
to a clean house,
Come on, Tino. Come on. Come on.
eh?
this one is from prayer. So that
Slim is resisting. No, but no,
No, I'm
honest-
just saying-
honestly, guys.
yes,
No,
yes.
100%.
That's for me.
No, I
that's a
hear you.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
That's a
I
no-brainer.
totally get you, and especially coming from an African man's perspective,
Yeah.
I totally hear you.
Yeah.
We grew up watching our mothers doing the same, so definitely expect the women that we are
100%.
with right now to do the
Yeah.
same.
And I would
But
also
then
like to
on the
quantify-
contrary, though-
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. On the contrary, though, like I said, and I will say this again, the caliber of women that we're dealing with now is slightly different from what
But are we-
what
are we
our
ex-
mothers were.
You know what?
All I'm saying
yeah.
is you are definitely going to find a lot of women that cannot cook and that cannot clean.
Yeah.
And at the same time,
And those-
you are definitely going to find a lot of dudes that can cook and that can clean.
Yes.
Right? And there are a lot of couples whereby the man actually does more of the cooking than the woman does. That's like a modern day setting. That's like a
But where though?
where?
Yeah, in Africa.
In Africa, dude.
Nah, bro. Like I
I
cook, and
promise
this is
you.
what I was gonna say. Just because the woman cooks and cleans, in most cases, African households will have a helper,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes the helper has been taught by the wife
Yeah, of
to
course.
cook. So sometimes she actually cooks, and then the
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
will occasionally cook, which is also still fine, unless because I know of some men who don't eat.
Unless
Unless
the
it's the
wife.
wife
I
who
know
cooks.
that's
Yeah.
extreme. That's
Yeah.
extreme.
Well, I mean, it's a personal preference.
I guess.
Yeah,
but
it's
well,
a personal preference because I mean we've had
Yeah.
some helpers that cook stuff that I don't like to eat, and I'm
Yeah.
a picky eater. So
Yeah.
you have to be.
And you know, your
for
woman,
me, like, you have to
obviously.
be. If
But
if
my-
I don't have like
Yeah.
supper that's really good, like because I can cook. So on some
You see,
days
these
I
are the
will cook.
guys I was telling you about.
yeah.
What?
That can cook.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I can cook because when we grew up, I'm the firstborn in our family.
Yeah.
So my mom would make sure that we all know how to cook and clean. So because
Same
of
here,
that, you know,
same here,
I,
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so I can
same,
cook,
same,
you know.
yeah.
And there's some stuff I can cook really well, and that does not take away from the fact that I actually want my woman to cook for me.
Of
Yes,
course.
of
And I
course.
feel like
Naturally.
that's something that we kind of then water down over time because now we're just like, we want to be modern and we want to be woke. But the truth is, a woman
Speaking
has
of
to cook and
speaking
clean,
of which, bro, I've always sort of misunderstood that concept. Is it because we are taking a Western culture and we're making it part of our own, obviously because of exposure,
We have been.
or it's a matter of having a lot of our people migrating to countries where
That's the norm.
one is a norm and two it's actually economically impractical for you to have a helper.
Yeah,
help out.
I think
Get
it's
where I'm coming
I
from.
think it's
So-
it's a lot of layers.
Yeah.
I think in some situations, you know, both of you are working, so
Exactly.
so there's days when I can tell that my wife is just super tired. She's a hectic day, and I'm in the mood to cook on that day, and I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna cook.
For me, I order
Okay.
food.
oh
Wait, so you
That's
don't
my
cook?
Yeah.
That's my cooking. I cook, but it's
But
not.
it's not edible.
It's something you can make do with. It's not
Right.
Can I-
a perfect meal.
Can I ask you a
Okay.
personal question?
Sure.
So, if on the one day
Yeah.
you do cook or you do help out with the cleaning or whatever, right?
Yes. Which I do.
Which you do.
Yeah.
Would does that take anything away from your masculinity? Does it take away anything away from you being a typical African father and husband?
No, helping out. I think, as Prayer mentioned, like our parents made sure. Like I grew up in a house of 3 boys. I'm the youngest of the 3, and we could all do chores in the house.
Yeah.
So if you're
Was-
so
yeah.
if you meet a perfect woman,
Yeah.
right, that's perfect everywhere else in quotes, but somehow, you know, when she grew up, the helper is the one that cooked, or the mom is the one that cooked and never taught her.
Yeah.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
Definitely.
Okay. I hear you.
And I think it should be known that for some men, a woman who cannot cook is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a reality. Like, it's not a rule that's set in stone.
Of course.
No one's forcing you.
Like
to
we
learn
mentioned
to cook,
that,
but
red
there's some
flags are
guys who are
subjective.
just gonna be like, it's a deal breaker for me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
And I think that's just something that should be said.
Yeah.
Right. The next point there is, which also matches with what one of our Ugandan guys was saying,
Yeah.
His name is Takunda. And he actually said, wait, where is it? Right. He said a woman who never posts you on social media. And then
But you post
what-
every day.
Yes. And sometimes you spend like half the day with her. And then you take her to lunch and then she
Oh,
posts her
she
nails,
just-
and then she
oh,
posts the meal.
posts her
she
meal,
does a
her
selfie.
drink.
She's,
She's
yes.
No, but wait.
and sometimes when you see a post, you're like,
I was there.
What's the social media policy in the relationship?
That's the thing. That's the
Are
thing,
those
bro.
things you discuss?
You
So,
know.
so this is what's bringing me. This is what's bringing me here, Madiwa.
Yeah.
This next
social
point
media
is,
presence.
Social media presence, right? When I was telling you guys, I had a conversation like this with the boys. One guy actually said, "If you want to know that a chick is a hoe, her Instagram will say digital content creator, model, or social media model, or something like that.
Influencer. What?
Influencer,
I
or
think that-
digital influencer."
that's just being too hard on the women,
No,
bro.
wait before you defend. Listen, bro. Then I'm like, bro. Then he's like, think about it. She's got long nails. Where does she work? If she's a digital influencer, she doesn't work anywhere, right? And then you see her going on holidays. Like, how much money is she making, bro?
Sponsored holidays, bro.
Huh?
They're sponsored holidays.
Yeah. By
Yeah.
who?
Yeah.
Who's the sponsor, bro?
By brands.
Brands.
So this is this is in general. Of course, there might be some that are in truth, but in general, you know what the homepage of your Instagram profile is like.
Yeah.
When you get to Instagram homepage,
Of course.
the reason why my son will never have Instagram until he's 18.
Whoa, bro. 18 is a bit extreme.
Nah, that's too much, man.
Well, I'll try. But that's what they're selling. They're selling themselves.
Okay, so essentially, okay.
Yeah.
You know, you actually have your content creators that
Create
99% of their content, they're fully clothed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That's
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
they're
that's
there,
like
and
that's
some
like
legit ones, like
legit.
this.
you
Because some
know.
of these titles are kind of legit because someone.
I think that's where you need to draw the line and say that
No,
you
no,
know
no,
the
no, no,
very
bro.
provocative, very provocative.
But when you go to a another Instagram account and then they say digital influencer, right? And then they're like always kind of half naked or showing off their ass.
That's what I'm trying to say.
or- Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
That's what I'm
come
trying
on,
to
guys,
say.
like that is a red flag already.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. You know.
And you're trying to make a wife.
Exactly, and you're looking for a partner. Like, nah.
Not going to happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I think that makes a lot of sense, and I just want to go through Takunda's 2 points. So
Yeah.
3 points, because that social media thing was one of his, and then the second one was women who outright ask for money instead of being a woman that waits to be given money.
Bro,
Wait, man.
I could write
Oh
books
no,
on that
the other one is falls under the whole weaves thing. He says a woman whose real hair we never see. But yes, women who just ask for money like outright.
Yeah. You guys can't say anything.
Like everyone was just like,
I know. Hey. There's no defense
like
there.
especially
you
in
know
the
what, you meet her
early-
today
in
and
the
then-
early,
and
like in the
then-
early bit of the relationship.
You know, she all of a sudden she's got problems.
Yeah, but
It's,
problems,
that,
this
I,
and
I
that
think
is
that's a
My
happening.
very
son,
general
this,
red
my-
flag for a
The
lot
rent
of guys.
is late.
Yeah.
Shan,
So
shan.
ladies, I'm sure.
So she, you know,
this from the three of us. That is a red flag.
you
Like,
know what the
Yeah.
women do? Those
Yeah.
kind of women.
what do they do?
They've got a roster.
Roaster, okay.
So as she's talking to gents, right? She like
She's got a-
she
she's got a
places you,
gent for
bro.
finance.
No, she places you based on your net worth,
Right.
right? So it starts off at the top.
Right.
A potential can buy me a car.
Right.
to one that buys airtime.
Airtime.
So as she's conversing with you, bro,
You know which level
she
you're on.
places you. So the amount of money that she asks from you, or the favor that she asks from you, right, is a direct depiction
Where-
of how or of where she's placed you on that,
no,
that
that's-
scale.
Yeah,
bro.
no, that for me, that definitely is a red flag. Okay, let's go through some more.
Okay.
So, okay, what did we say about Ronald does not pick up your calls regularly, especially unscheduled? Is that a red flag?
Yeah, it is.
I-
It means
I think
she's she's prioritizing
Other things.
other things over you.
Or other
100%.
people?
She'll probably see you like, oh, it's Ronald. Okay.
Yeah, most of the
Right.
time it's always.
Okay. Tiboho says a woman who drinks alcohol and goes to the club almost every weekend.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's like college life. You know,
That's-
when
yeah,
you,
it's not a
when
serious
you're
time.
Still,
It's-
when you're still
Yeah.
in your early 20s.
So you're saying that you don't have women who are like that in their 30s?
I'm saying they're there, but my point is, usually it's something that's acceptable if you're
younger.
you're younger,
Yeah.
you're in college, you're experimenting.
So we're agreeing
but if it
that's a red flag,
transcends,
right?
yeah, of
That is-
course,
I agree
it is.
100%.
But if it transcends to your adult life, then it's a
Yeah.
bit of a problem.
It's
Okay.
a bit of a problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he says a woman who can't have fun outside of alcohol. I thought this was interesting because,
Jeez.
as a
Whoa.
general rule, can you have fun outside of alcohol?
Yes, you can.
You should.
Like, can
be
you
able
go
to.
out and say we're actually gonna go and have
Okay,
fun?
so the
and
fun-
there's no alcohol involved.
So the fun that you're speaking of, right? Is it confined to a club environment or just
No,
fun
just
in
fun.
general?
Like,
Because it doesn't as a dude like. I can say in a week, right? You probably drink like for 3% of the time that you have in a week. So there's no way we can say that it's normal to only have fun when you're drunk. That's impossible. So that means what? The 97%, you're a grumpy.
I mean, I think what he's trying to say is, you know, you go out and say we want to have lunch, and it's like a Wednesday,
And
I
she
wanna
wants
take
to
you out
drink.
for lunch, and then she wants to have a drink, and then you say we're gonna go bowling or whatever, and then she wants to drink,
No.
and then you say we're
That's
gonna
just an
go-
addict, bro. I promise you. That's alcohol
Yeah.
addiction.
Yeah, but this one can go both ways. Like, you also need
As a
like,
as a guy as well.
like,
Yeah.
You need to be able to also be able to have fun without always drinking.
Because how do you then experience the moment?
Well, if
It's been altered by
Intoxicated,
yeah how
Yeah, but people think that's part of the moment.
no
I mean, clearly,
you barely remember that, bro.
No, people don't always get drunk. Like they just want to have a drink.
Or people aren't like me.
So every time you drink,
You need
Washed.
to crawl.
need to crawl.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay, cool.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
joking.
okay, let's finish these ones.
For the men, no?
Yeah, let's finish these ones for the men. Okay. Okay. No, there's some. One says a lady who still talks to her ex, or like still kind of talks to her ex, or
And there's many male friends.
and has many male
Ooh.
friends. What if
You know,
she?
is
what
that a
if
red
she
flag?
grew up- What if she was a tomboy?
You know what?
yeah,
It,
yeah.
com-
around
it
the
comes
outside?
about to
back.
say.
It comes back to the point. It's near impossible for a male and a female to just be friends. One of them
It has
definitely,
intentions.
yeah, has intentions. 100%.
So,
Yeah.
what are we saying about those women who say, "Oh, that's Slim, he's my bestie"?
She might actually
You know,
believe.
Because
her
I've
own
met
words.
a lot of
No,
women
deep
who
inside.
have a
Of course.
male best friend.
But you know the male. You know the
I
male
don't believe,
besties, bro.
guys. I don't really believe that works.
the
If
guy's
I was,
just
if I was a
waiting for
male
that day
bestie,
when she's
the
vulnerable.
one thing I'm thinking about is, yeah,
So you say
One
you don't
day.
have female friends, though,
No, I do.
and
What?
they're your friends.
Yeah, they are my friends.
But okay, but you're saying they can't be best friends.
Yeah.
But like each time you're thinking to do something, that's the person you're calling to say, let's go out, let's do it. Yeah, no. One of you
That's
really...
basically the boyfriend, except you're not sleeping together.
That's dating.
Or
That's pretty
sometimes,
much it.
yeah.
So
I know
difficult.
it's a red flag
So,
for me.
so
It's
a
difficult.
male best friend is a red flag.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Male friends.
Male friends in general. It's yeah.
For me personally, I feel like male friends okay, man, as long as it's at a distance.
What is it? What distance is that, man? A
Are you
friend is-
saying
like you don't-
are you
like you
are you
don't
saying you
do
don't have female
sleepovers or
friends? That's
whatever?
what I'm asking. You don't have female friends.
not
You don't have women that you just, you know.
not women that I can say babe, I'm going out with so and so for drinks, just having a catch up. Nope.
No, that's different. I mean,
That's a friend to me. A friend is just not someone you're just conversating as and when you meet. A friend is someone you intentionally spend time with, right? You're actually going out of your way to say
Right.
today
that's the
Right,
best
okay.
part. But that's the best part of it.
Not really. It doesn't have to be a best friend for you to spend time.
Yeah,
Just to
that's
say,
true.
I'm
No,
com-
Tino's actually making a good
I'm
point.
coming to OTG. Let's have some
Yeah,
food
yeah.
and drinks.
No, Tino's
Let's
quite
catch up.
in a way that I
Nah.
like.
That's a friend.
This isn't PT money.
Yeah, because that makes a lot of sense. When you define a friend as someone who you intentionally make time for,
Exactly.
then it starts, giving the relationships a bit more
A
depth.
bit more weight. Right?
So if you
Yeah.
start putting it in a context where I'm chilling with my girl at home, it's a Saturday, I don't have any plans. I'm actually planning to chill. And then she says, I'm gonna meet up with Slim. We just want to
we're
catch
just,
up.
we're,
and
Yeah.
just,
lunch.
we're just having.
Slim and his
That's what you call a friend.
No way. That is not
Okay,
true.
okay. What if they've been childhood friends?
I mean, there's some friendships that are understandable.
There's some friendships that are
Yeah.
very genuine.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I think those friendships would have already gone through the phase of this one kind of likes each other, and then they kind of thought there could be something. Then,
And then it didn't
then someone
happen.
else was in a relationship, and then they set boundaries, and then they actually became friends, and then you can tell.
That's what.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like,
think that's another question
I'll
that I
be
had for
honest
you,
with you.
right? Would you rather have your woman have a male friend who she's set boundaries with, or have a male friend who is, the guy's intentions are still in limbo?
The guy is just waiting for a day those boundaries will be put down.
So either way, whether your wife has set clear boundaries and said,
Dude, Slim, I've got the perfect response to that. My wife and I, when we were dating, because I actually have female friends. I have a lot of female friends. She had a few male friends as well, right? And we had this conversation, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to have any female friends that make you uncomfortable.
yeah.
So this is what we're gonna do. Me and you, we're gonna invite them and hang out.
And hang out. Oh yeah.
And we can make them the third person. If they're really your friend, they will be okay with hanging out with me and you, and the vibes. The vibes will tell us.
Okay.
And if the vibes are off, there's something.
Then we
going
know
on.
there's something.
And then, so we
Because
naturally,
you can't hide jealousy. Bro.
Exactly. And then we started going out to events, and then we bump into maybe a friend of mine, and then we invite them over. No, come and sit with us. Blah 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 blah. Right. And then I remember 2 specific guys that my wife was friends with, and I said to her,
Never.
"That guy wants you."
Okay.
And then she was like, "Nah, we've been friends for blah." And I'm like, "I can prove it. Let's invite him for lunch. Let's just invite him for lunch. We're doing a little lunch thing at my place. Let's hang. Because then if he's really friends with you, he doesn't mind hanging with me. And I'm very open-minded when it comes to these sort of things.
Yeah.
Because my wife has been open-minded as well. So they're actually friends of mine who are female who have come over to our house for lunch. And with some friends, like, she trusted me so much that, you know, we would all go to her place and then she'd be like, oh, I need to go home. And then she'd go home and then I stay over at my friend's house, who's female.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, damn indeed.
No, she was sure about there's definitely nothing here. Maybe because she knows like my specs. Yeah.
But
and
you know,
that,
men,
and that
you know-
friend was not my spec.
But you know,
Not my
men at times,
Yeah,
especially
but-
when they're on the drink.
Yeah, but
specs just
I
disappear,
yeah, but
bro.
I mean, I was like sober as a priest.
Got you.
You don't believe me?
You need more people.
Just trying to suppress it. Just like
We'll need to make time for the
yes.
women's red
No,
flags as well,
yeah,
huh?
definitely. Okay, cool. So
Maybe you can just talk through the remainder.
okay, cool. So the last ones. Okay. Cannot be alone. That is a red flag for me.
Oh yeah.
A woman who cannot be alone, like who cannot be at peace with herself,
Herself, yeah.
and just be like, no, I'm just at home, I'm just reading a
Yeah.
book, or I'm just cleaning the house, and
Oh, yeah.
like someone who always needs someone else to
Someone
be there.
else,
For me, that's a red flag, mainly for the purposes of they're not a strong, independent individual,
That's true.
and they're not at peace with themselves.
And
So I feel like that always comes across as too much pressure to the partner, because then
She can't
then
function
ex-
without
yeah,
you,
then
bro.
expect me to be
your
everything.
happiness. Yeah, your happiness.
So then
yeah.
that then sort of puts me in a corner where now the expectations are like this, because now for your emotional health, I'm gonna have to
I
be
have to
here,
be there,
and then for your
yeah.
entertainment, if you're bored, then I have to be like,
there.
True.
"Hey,
And that's
I
the
can
struggle.
try."
That's the
Yeah.
struggle right now with relationships.
Yeah.
You know, and something that probably is not discussed before people enter into marriage. You know, just to say you need to keep your individualism, the two of you. You need to be happy in your own right.
Space,
Have your own set of friends,
Right.
hobbies. Maintain that.
including
Because if-
female ones.
Yeah, including
Female ones.
female ones. Yes, both. Both. But yeah, my wife has to be happy doing things on her own with
Yeah.
her own people,
Yeah.
right?
Totally got you.
And that then allows the man, because you know us men need that time. You need to reset. You just need
Yeah.
to have a conversation with other men.
Yeah.
And then when that happens, there's no where you going,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how
Everybody
you share
has-
your lives together. I mean, like, I feel like the point of spending your life with someone is so that you are sharing your different world experiences
100%.
together. And I feel like you need to be able to stand. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be able to stand and be an individual, and then have the other person be an individual. And then at the end of the day, you've got stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
got you.
So I think that's important.
Got you.
Okay. Yeah. It looks like we might have to do like
Another
we
one.
might have to do 2 episodes. for
Yeah,
this one,
yeah,
this is-
because-
this is gonna go.
Man.
This is gonna go. Okay. So I think. I mean, I feel like there could have been more, but I think we've definitely covered a lot of red flags there. About 4 guys. Then I think what we can do is get into the red flags for women.
Man, long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. The motherland, the African man. Long as I'm alive, I'ma make a plan. Strongholds to break, got long walks to take, got no votes to make. We don't bet, we pray. Hey, African man, yeah.